All right. Hey, Dr. Rabeno, thank you for agreeing to do this interview with me. Um, can you just tell everybody what department you're a professor for?
Sure, I am teaching in the School of Social Welfare here at Stony Brook University.
Awesome. Thank you. So when you were in college, what helped you decide on a major or career path?
So I went to a liberal arts undergraduate school, and it's because I took a variety of classes that it really helped to narrow down what I wanted to do. And quite honestly, going to college at 17 years old, I didn't know what I wanted for the rest of my life.
Mhm.
So having a variety in a liberal arts education really helped to narrow that down for me and really clarify what I wanted my future career goal to be.
Awesome. And was there ever a time when you questioned yourself or why you were in college?
Yeah, absolutely. Um, I think in particular, I can recall learning a lot about privilege and learning about inequality and injustice that we experience in the United States and around the world, and really wondering about my privilege and wondering how am I utilizing my privilege. And I definitely had some struggles in college and wondering what I should do. And finally, after speaking with a few professors myself, as well as having some experiences in low socioeconomic neighborhoods, I came to the realization that I can do my best to utilize my privilege to help others. So instead of denying my privilege or not utilizing it well, I thought that I could do my best to utilize it in a way that can have an impact for what I want to see in the world.
Awesome. That's great. Were there specific experiences that you remember having like great meaning to you? Like, for example, like an internship or like a mentoring relationship?
I will throw out like a mentoring slash relationship with one of my professors, who was a person who continuously challenged me. And I remember in particular, there was this one time when we were both, discussing a point, potentially even arguing a point. And what happened in that discussion was that at some point I realized that the professor was right and I wasn't. And I kept on arguing my point anyway. And the professor turned to me at the end, in the discussion and said, why don't you take a moment to really think about what you're saying? And I chuckled and I said, yeah, I think I get what you're meaning. And the reason why that was profound to me was because I had to take a step back to think about why was I continuing to argue about something that I knew that I was wrong about? And it made me really rethink the idea about engaging in academic discussion. Doesn't mean that there has to be a winner and a loser, because the winner really is your knowledge, and the winner is that you're able to critically think and to advance. But I think that prior, I was thinking that the winner was the person who won the argument, and if I was more effective, that meant that I was successful, compared to really looking at knowledge for knowledge's sake.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you,
Um,
Alex, for asking.
of course. What types of experiences like would you recommend students take advantage of while they're in their undergraduate career?
I really would encourage you to engage in as many things as you can. I know it's hard to, like, as an adult, I can appreciate, which I did not necessarily appreciate when I was in school and undergraduate, is that you have like so many clubs, so many opportunities, so many experiences available to you and offered to you through the university. I really would encourage you to do your best to attend every single one of them. If you have a choice between, hanging out and reviewing TikTok videos for an hour, compared to going out and getting involved in some kind of, Red Watch band training, I would encourage you to get involved in the training, and do other types of things that the university has to offer. There's lots of experiences there, and the university does really care about students. So there's lots of offerings, and get involved.
For sure. How did you like ultimately discover your interests and career goals?
So it was really because of like having some academic experience, but then also some volunteer experience. So I always knew that I wanted to help someone. Like that was kind of the filter that I went to, and it got narrower and narrower as time went on. And so as I was in class learning about all these different things and how to help people, I then decided that I wanted to volunteer at a local hot meal program and then a local shelter. And so as I was doing that kind of work, it spoke to me. And I felt like, oh, this felt right. And I felt like I wanted to continue in this. And then that led to me, working in like a men's shelter later on after I graduated. And from that point, I really figured that, like, yes, I want to pursue a career in social work.
That's awesome. What inspired you to become a professor in the School of Social Welfare?
Yeah, I think about like different roles that all of us play. And I think in part, I really do appreciate the idea about being a direct care practitioner and working with clients on a individual basis, on a community basis, and a larger political basis. I appreciate that. But I also really enjoy being able to assist students in being able to kind of find for themselves their true path and their true passion, and to be able to challenge students to critically think so they're able to kind of feel more comfortable with the choices that they've made. So for me, I think that my desire of getting and being a part of the college community really said to me that this was a good career choice for me. And I really enjoy working and interacting with students and helping them in their career goals.
For sure. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank
Um,
you.
what advice would you give to an undergraduate student who's having a hard time deciding what career path to follow?
Um, I would encourage you really communicate, right? Speak with people. So speak with your friends, speak with your professors, speak with your loved ones, and like share your struggles and share what you're thinking and get some advice. I think that it's helpful to um, to question. I don't think that we should just have blinders on and just continue in a career path because someone else told us that that's what we should do, or that's what we started with. I think it's really important that you continuously question and say, you know, is this the right choice for me? And I think that there are lots of people out there that are available to you. All professors have office hours, so get an opportunity to get to know your professor. You talk with them, and pick their brains, if you will, and see if that's something that you want to dedicate your life to.
Definitely. How has your college experience impacted you both personally and professionally?
For me, college was a wonderful experience. And, there was definitely an adjustment period, from going from being cared for and not worrying about paying rent and all those other kinds of things to being a college student where I was worrying about that, um, and, living independently. But I think it was a profound growing experience for me. I think that it affected me personally because it helped me to mature and to be challenged. And I think professionally, it really helped to shape me into uh, understanding the types of knowledge that I wanted to pursue. And I think that that has been a long term benefit for me.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Dr. Rabeno, for your time and for giving our fellow Seawolves some awesome career advice.
Thank you so much, Alex. Thanks for asking me. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the effect that you're trying to make with your colleagues.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.